Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch Coffee Break. Thanks so much for joining us. I am really, really excited to share with you one of my very dear friends, and I think a dear friend to very many people who are part of the Ladies Power Lunch group, Tina Kadish. She's going to share with us today about basically, she's going to give us the 911, the 411. She's going to give us the blueprint to thriving in our life and in our business. So this is not to be missed. And if you miss it, just catch the replay and drop hashtag replay in the chat so that we can know that you actually did tune in. Also with me on the call today is Carlene, and I'm really happy to see you, Carlene. Feels like it's been a really, really long time. Will you share with everybody who you are and what it is that you do?
Oh, and I am unmuted. Okay. Hi, I'm Carlene. I'm what I call myself a wellness warrior with a couple of tools from a couple of different companies that help in your overall well-being. I'm with Send Out Cards, which is a tool that's part of Now the Greener Still, but it's a tool to reach out to others and lift their spirits by sending them a heartfelt card, postcard, or a frameable flat card. I'm also very passionate about health and wellness. And so I'm a team member of Julie Clark's wellness team. And we work at educating and letting people try innovative technologies of the earth, sun, and rainforest that are non-medical and non-invasive, that help your body work better around what else you're already doing.
Awesome. I also want to take a minute to say hi to our contingent watching with us over on the Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. You guys are amazing. Hi, Samantha. Hi, Dina. We're just excited that you are watching with us. And if anybody else is tuning in, just drop a comment in the chat to let us know that you're with us. And let's keep this conversation really lively and really flowing. So, Tina, welcome. So happy to have you with us today. It is really, really my pleasure because you have been a part of Ladies Power Lunch from, I would say, pretty early on. I remember distinctly the very first time we met, and we met because you were a speaker. This was back, guys, when we used to actually meet in person. Remember meeting in person?
I know, right?
This was back when we used to meet in person, and my dear, dear business bestie introduced you to me. Many of you might know Pam Drzwicki, and she introduced you to me, and you were the coach who was helping women in corporate to make that transition because you'd been there. You'd been a stellar woman in corporate and you'd done it. And you've also seen what it looks like on the other side of entrepreneurship. And you made a path, like a very, very easy path that women can take to move into doing what is their passion. So you came and you spoke to us, and it was a wonderful, wonderful day. It was our first time meeting, but I felt like we'd known each other for a long time and we've been friends ever since. So I'm really happy to introduce you to some of our friends who might not have met you before. Tina, will you tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do?
Okay, thank you so much. And it's always an honor to be here with you, Davia. And Carlene, I love you. Great, great woman. All of you need to, if you don't know Carlene, you need to get to know her. Awesome, as well as Davia. So I am Tina Kadish. Life is Ideal is the name of my business. And I live in Danbury, Connecticut. And I started my business, Life is Ideal, in 2012. But my journey has been about, I was laid off from corporate America and been in training and development. And for the first time in my life, I found myself on uncharted waters. I had never been laid off in my life. I was a single mom with 2 kids at the time. It happened on November 19, right before the holidays. And I'm a single mom with 2 kids and found myself for the first time laid off. So I don't know if any of you that are listening here have been in that place of losing a job, but it's scary. I was angry because I was also had just been promoted to area trainer for the whole Northeast and found myself laid off. But however, this is where my mindset kicked in. And I teach now about mindset, is that a door closed and I knew that another one was going to open. And I shared that day with my manager that let me go. And he said, what a great attitude. I just let you go when you are telling me this, that a door is going to open. I said, exactly. And I just don't know what. So, but I was scared. I mean, I was like, oh my God, what do I do now? Okay. So I started my business from this place. Like, what do I do now? So I started networking, collaborating with people, Davia, expert collaboration from her book. We grow smarter together. So because of Meetup, I went to meetup.com. I learned of some groups in the area. I wanted to connect with like-minded people on the law of attraction. I'm a fan of the law of attraction. I had seen the video, The Secret. I said, now, how do I connect with people like myself that I want to bring in good things? Because I now have a bad experience. And I was introduced to a tool that I had never known about, that we can find our passion in spite of it all. I never believed that you could dream. I grew up in a mindset family that you just didn't dream ever. You just had to always be, responsible was good. Okay, I'm not saying they're not, but you just couldn't. I lived in a fear-based upbringing, is what I'm going to say. And so I always believed that I was never going to find anything. And I was really scared, and that fear kicked in. So, but I learned through this tool that we can be passionate and make money. You see, this is the thing. A lot of people have said to me in the past, well, dream, I'm not going to make money if I'm following my passion. Well, you can. And I learned in my research that over 85% of working individuals are not happy with what they're doing. They don't even know what career to go in. They're not happy with what they're doing. Even entrepreneurs could be unhappy with their business. They're in business and like, why did I decide to do this business? Maybe I need to make some changes. And so I really want to shift that. I want to help women find their purpose, living every day excited and getting out of corporate. Okay. But however, I want to help you to be an entrepreneur, but it's not for everybody. Some people want to stay in a job and it's okay. But are you in the right career? Are you following your passion? Are you aligned with the right company? Okay.
I think I love that you say, Tina, that entrepreneurship is not for everybody. I absolutely agree with that. And I would even go so far as to say, we don't want all the heart-centered people to leave corporate. We kind
Exactly.
of do want to have some of our wonderful heart-centered
Yes.
peeps in those corporate positions.
Absolutely.
So that's important. But I love that you're focusing on not just leaving corporate, but focusing on the fact that whatever it is that wherever you find yourself in this moment, is it what you're passionate about? Is it what is driving your heart? Are you happy doing it? And I love that statistic that you mentioned, because I talk to women every single day, and I would have to say, maybe I would have even put that number a little bit higher, because the majority of people that I talk to, they come in to see me because they have pain. And I am really sure that a significant portion of their pain is as a result of unhappiness with what they're getting up to do every single day of their lives. What do you think about that?
Oh, amen to that. I mean, you just hit a nerve. I remember going into corporate every day, literally almost crying because I didn't want to be there, but I felt stuck. I felt the fear of the loss of income. I was carrying the health insurance. It was just me and my husband at the time, and he's self-employed, and I really was scared to get out. Okay. And so, but in 2018, because what I did was I got laid off, to go backtrack. I got laid off, but then I went back to a job and I stayed there 11 years as a corporate recruiter, and because of fear. And fear kept me there. Now I did have a good experience, but then I got burnt out and I was doing my business part-time. And I always, when I coach my clients, I do not advise you to just jump ship, quit your job and start a business tomorrow. It's a process. Okay. It's not going to happen overnight unless it's really mental health that you've got. I mean, you got to leave, or it's dangerous. I believe in health first. Okay. I really believe that, because without your health, you have nothing. You may have the best job, making the best amount of money. And are you happy, but are you healthy? Are you stressed out? I have a client right now that I'm working with. She says, my job is sucking the life out of me.
I was talking to a dear friend yesterday. So I'm going to put her business right out on Front Street. She's an internist. We are best friends. She and I, we came through pre-med together. We did our graduate work together, and she's the head of an internal medicine department in a particular hospital. And she texted me yesterday and she was like, I despise my job. And
Yeah.
you wouldn't think that, right?
Mm.
Because she's a very accomplished woman, but she does not love what she's doing. She has no passion for it anymore. She feels like it's sucking the life out of her. And I texted her
Mm.
back, I know what you're talking about because I was there 14 years ago.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, we might all have been there at some point, and we stay in jobs for fear, or we're comfortable, or we just don't know what to do. A lot of times we just don't have the tools. We just don't know what we don't know. And we just stay in that comfort, and we just live life every day surviving instead of thriving. And in a blink of an eye, anything can change.
That's so true. That's true. And I'm rereading, Tina, this book that I read years ago by Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I read it, it was a struggle to even get through it. And this time around, it's like light bulb moments, every single word, every single page. I think it's just the right time for it for me. But for so many of us, we are just, like Oprah says, we're just making it through the day. And that's no way to live a life.
No, it
So,
isn't.
Tina, you said you're going to come on and teach us how to thrive in our life and our business. Tell us, what do we
Okay.
need to be doing right now?
All right. So I wrote a book, and this even before I wrote the book, Freedom: 7 Steps to Thrive in Life and Business, because of a real core value. What I learned in my layoff, my journey, is freedom, flexibility is what I craved. And so when I started this journey about 3 years ago, I said, how can I help people find freedom? And so I created the 7 steps. Okay. And I'll go through these real briefly, but the F is faith. I believe that having faith is the foundation of everything in your life. It's that belief in a higher power. Okay, so believing in yourself, believing in others, but believing in a higher power. And for me, it's God. I believe in God, but whatever you believe in, okay, is that higher power. The R is learn to let go of the outcome. Releasing is the R. Okay. And what I mean by that is that we tend to control situations. We tend to control, and we think that, okay, I'm not going to find something. I'm going to just stay here because nothing's going to happen. Well, how about if you just start to let go of that and be open to the possibilities? What if it could happen? What if you could be free? Okay. From where you are right now. The first E is energy. Okay. I say this, attention follows intention. Where are you putting your energy? Are you focusing on the positive? Are you focusing on the negative? Where's your energy going? Everything is energy. We say money is energy. Are you focusing on the lack of, or are you focusing on abundance? Okay. So that's the first E. The other E is evaluation, or evaluate. Okay. What I mean by evaluate is we want to step back and look at the bigger picture. What are we looking to achieve? What does your life look like? Okay. And look at your progress along the way in our life. We all have our skills. We all have our talents, our gifts. So look back and look at the big picture. Say, I've accomplished a lot of things. I can achieve whatever I want to manifest, whatever I want to bring in. Okay. The D is determination. Are you determined to make things happen, or are you just staying comfortable, being complacent? I was determined to quit my corporate job, and I finally did in 2018 because I was determined to find that freedom. And for me, being an entrepreneur, for me, that is freedom. I am not told what to do by someone else. I am able to be my authentic self. and living in my own greatness. I am not controlled by a manager or a company.
Tina, one of my coaches told me the other day that I'm unemployable.
So I'm definitely
I
unemployable.
was like, yep, you're absolutely right.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But like, again, I said earlier, it's not for everybody. But if you can find a company that is aligned with your values, the culture aligns with you, or authentic self, then that's awesome. Okay. And then it could work that you can feel happy and contribute and offer value, that they value your opinion, they appreciate you. Okay, that is so huge, that they actually ask for your ideas and implement your ideas. Okay, it's so freeing. Okay, O is optimism. We're all going to go through the ups and downs in life. I went through a loss of a job. I went through a loss of a marriage. I went through a loss of a daughter. Okay, and through those challenging ups and downs, are you looking at the lessons? Are you looking at, what am I supposed to do with this? How am I going to get through life, navigate the ups and downs, and still being optimistic that we're going to find something else, that something good is going to happen with all this mess. My girlfriend said the other day, your mess is your message. What are our messes that we have right now? Okay, so the optimism, even in the ups and downs. Let me tell you something. I don't know about you, but I've been at the lowest point in my life, and I had to find an optimism in my mind. I had to. And then leading to mind, the M is mindset. Okay, and this is so, mindset is huge. It's everything. Also, it's having the mindset that you can overcome your challenges. Are you looking for the solutions, or are you looking for the growth? Okay. And, having that healthy mindset is everything. When I was going through my challenges, I had to look at the positive. Okay. And not even, okay, the loss of a daughter, there was nothing positive, to be totally real. There was nothing positive in losing my daughter. But what I had to look at was her legacy that I could carry into next. And what did I do? I co-authored a book that, Davia, Success in Any Season. I was an author in her book collaboration. I wanted to share my story, that all of us need to have a voice and stand in our power, speak our truth. And that alone is freedom. That when we can stand in our power, loving what we do, having that healthy mindset to do that, you can thrive in everything in life or business, because, otherwise we have two choices. We can either wallow in the self-pity and die, or can we turn our life around and do something positive with what we have? I decided with the loss of a job, I went to look for something else. I found that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Had I stayed in that job and never gotten laid off, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be in my life as ideal would not be here. Okay. And I was fortunate that during my daughter's journey as an entrepreneur, I was able to have that freedom, that flexibility to be with her side by side, because in a blink of an eye, our life can change. Mm-hmm. And are you making your dream a reality? Or are you just staying in that comfort every day? You want to not say coulda, shoulda, woulda, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. and have regrets. I have no regrets, because I'm so grateful that I was able to be with her. I was able to start a business. I was able to work my business. And that for me is that freedom, that you can be with your family. You can be in a business that you love and still impact other people and be there for them. And the support that you get from people, that the connections, the collaborations. It is so freeing. It really is. That alone is freedom, that you are able to do that. So those are my 7 steps.
So I'm a practical woman. I always want to know, okay, fine. These are great steps, but give us some practical advice, do's and don'ts for actually thriving in our life and our business. Okay. What should we be doing?
So one of the things that you should be doing is really I always say with people, you want to identify your why. Like, what do you desire? And I have an exercise that I help my clients getting through their why, identifying what do you desire, okay? Knowing who you are, okay? And, and write down, also write down, okay, what do you want to bring into your life? What are some fears that you have? Write down, okay, identify a fear. My fear was leaving a corporate job. I would have loss of income. And I would go through this exercise. Why? Okay, why? Well, because I believed I would not be able to get health insurance. Okay, what would that do? Well, we would have to pay for our health insurance, and a catastrophe is going to happen, and I won't have health insurance. I want all of you to really get to the root cause of your fears, and doing the why exercise. The fear, identifying what is your fear, what is holding you back.
So when you identify your fear and what's holding you back, what does that do for you?
Well, it gives you the clarity to know, oh my God, this is what's really been holding me back. Okay, now I need to now take action. I need to maybe work with someone. Like for me, I wouldn't be where I was today if I didn't work with other people. Okay, you can't do this alone.
No, you cannot.
You know
and if
this.
Anybody tells you that they did it all alone, you know that they are 100% lying.
Exactly. You can't do it alone. So my advice is to people that identify where are you in your journey that you need help with, you need support, tap it into someone. This is why the collaboration, the networking is so important, because you think you're isolated and you're not isolated. So step out of it. I know the pandemic created a lot of isolation, but thank God for virtual here, right? We're able to connect with each other and step into our, other people that can help, that have been through the journey. So in answer to your question, really knowing who you are, what are your fears that are holding you back, and really work with someone that can help you to create an action plan. Okay, what do we need to do? And, I have a tool that helps you to identify your passion, that gives you the clarity. Okay, what is it that I love to do, that I want to do? Okay, and that's a tool that I offer my clients as well. But I could never have done it by myself. I didn't even know that there existed this tool. And then I created a 6-step process. This is separate from my book, which, by the way, I'm going to be creating a course for my book. That'll be happening in the fall. That will be coming out, okay? Because there will be a course, an online course that people can take the course. There's action steps. By the way, in my book, every chapter has action steps. There's questions, and you go through these questions. And I could, like, for example, I'll give you some, like, faith, okay? Real briefly, some action steps. How is your faith regarding your higher power? That's a question. And I want you to really write. These are all open-ended, or there's some close-ended. When there's trials and obstacles come, are you willing to believe that these are helping you to move forward and grow? Okay. Are you willing to let go of the process and trust that what you are working towards will happen when the time is right? So I want everyone to know that there are action steps in this book, that it's not just a book to read, put on a shelf, and gather dust. Okay. Because I want this, nothing will change if you don't apply what you're learning. And that's another thing. And that's a tip, like your original question, Davia, to thrive. I mean, are you applying what you're learning, or you just reading and just
Absolutely. Gathering? I love that as definitely a do application, applying things to your life, because what I know for sure is that we have so many challenges and obstacles that face us on a daily basis. And for the majority of those challenges and obstacles, the answers, the path through is actually somewhere in our zeitgeist. But because a lot of the things, and I'm just going to angle up my
oh yeah.
Guys.
I know. I could show you a whole bunch of books.
And that's just one of 4 bookshelves. So in my office. So a lot of the times the answers are here, they're with us. But have we even taken the time to dive deep, to apply the principles that we have learned, and it's really, really important. I see a lot of fun and outstanding comments here in our Ladies Power Lunch group. Suzanne says we need to take the action steps. Exactly, Suzanne. And she says, thank God for networking. I've met so many people to help me along my journey.
I know. It is. So, this is an example of thriving. And, in my book, people learn how do we overcome these obstacles? How do we navigate through the changes that happen in our life? Okay. And it's so important. And that's part of being free is, are you able to overcome your challenges?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And are we able to invite the challenges to be more of an opportunity for a solution as opposed to something that we stay mired in for way too long. I love this comment from Susan. She says, I like to think that having the books around me, I can just soak up the information, but it just doesn't really work that way. I know, right? We'd love to learn
Wouldn't
by
that be nice if you could just
osmosis.
come in? And can I just share on this? I want to share something. And this is directed at Carlene. Carlene sent me, this is testimonial send out cards. I got so many send out cards from Carlene through my journey, and they are powerful cards. And I have not forgotten them, Carlene. I have them here on my shelf with my daughter's picture. And you could send a personal card to someone. And Carlene, I love you. I have nothing, my God, you put tears in my eyes for the support and this is why I wouldn't have met Carlene if it wasn't for you, Davia.
If it wasn't for community and
Community.
networking and supporting each other, and when we have those hard, tough times, having people around us, because the thing that we're going through in this moment, I'm going to guarantee there's somebody else in our group who's been through something, maybe not the exact same thing, but something similar, and they can
Yes.
hold our hand and walk with us through it. So
Absolutely.
there's always something that we can gain from community. The time, where does it go when we're having fun? I can't believe we've gone through a full half hour chatting about this. I want you to just tell us. Usually I ask at this point for people to give us, any like tips or share with us any apps or things like that that they've found to be helpful along their path. But the fact of the matter is you've written this amazing book, and I'd love for you to just tell us how we can get our hands on it.
So it is on Amazon, but I will put the link in your group.
And can you just hold it up so we can see what it looks like?
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Freedom 7 Steps to Thrive in Life and Business. I am doing a book signing on August 28th in Milford, Connecticut at the Cafe Atlantique from 2 to 4 p.m. So I will be able to give you a personal signed copy. I will have books available there myself. And so you can purchase one, and I'll also have raffle. You might be able to win some free books, okay, as
Beautiful.
well. And I also offer one-on-one strategy session that's complimentary as well. And I'm, half hour that I give people as well. So
wonderful.
Yes.
Last words. Last thing that you want us to take away, if we remember nothing else from this outstanding conversation that we've had, what would you like for us to take away?
Believe in yourself and dream. Keep dreaming. You can do it. Don't stay stuck. Don't leave your dreams in your head. Put them out there. Apply your dreams, because everything can change in a blink of an eye.
I love that. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you.
I will have to leave this door open for us to continue this conversation because it's so rich and so meaningful. And I think that there's an opportunity for us to dive even deeper into these 7 steps to thrive in your life and your business. So I'm looking forward to having you back on the show sometime really soon. Thanks so much for joining us, Tina. Thanks, Carlene, for joining us. Thanks to everybody who was able to join and just participate in such a robust way over in our Ladies Power Lunch Facebook group. And I'll see you guys on the next show.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.